Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my sister's 4th wedding? I, 36F, have a sister, 38F, who is getting married after being with her fiance for about 6 months. This will be her 4th wedding. For context, my sister has a long history of very fast, intense relationships and difficulty being on her own. She has 4 children with 3 different fathers and currently does not have custody of any of them. Our parents are caring for her older 3 children, and the youngest lives out of state with their father. Within the last year, she left a highly abusive relationship and moved back in with our parents. Shortly after that breakup, she entered a new relationship that she said she was in love with, which ended after a few weeks due to infidelity. Some people are just helpless romantics. A few weeks later, she started another relationship, again saying she was in love, talking about moving in together and getting custody of her kids back. I completely understand wanting to get custody of your children back. However, how much do you really know about a person after a month, 2 months, 3 months, even a year? There are situations where people find out things about their partner after a year or 2 years. I've been in an 11-year relationship. We have a beautiful child together, and we are just barely planning our wedding. So we will be together 13 years by the time we get married. And I stand behind that. That's probably way too long for some people, but I know who I'm marrying. I know where he sleeps. During that relationship, she began seeing her manager and cheated. So much for that. Ended things and then immediately started dating her current fiancé. She now lives with this man and his children, but still does not have custody of her own kids. They have been together around 6 months and are now engaged. I have never met him. She tends to be unable to do anything independently and needs him present at all times. When she called to invite me to the wedding, I told her I wouldn't be attending. I told her I love her and genuinely want her to be happy, but I can't emotionally or morally support another rushed marriage, given the history and how much instability it has caused her children and our family. She reacted very badly, removed me from social media, and is telling people I don't accept her or support her happiness. Babe, it's not about that. My parents have also told her they won't be attending, and several close friends are choosing not to go either. I get she probably doesn't feel supported, but it sounds like this has been a pretty constant pattern for her, and maybe this is the best way for her to get that wake-up call. Now I'm questioning myself. I didn't insult her or tell her not to get married. I just said I couldn't be a part of it. Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding because I don't agree with it at this time? Let's see what Reddit says. First comment, you're not the a-hole, but I'm here to validate your decision. Way to be. At least you didn't say I'll show up at the next one. Oh, savage. Not the a-hole. Awesome that your parents stepped up to raise the kids she lost custody of. I can understand they're not wanting to attend in the light of their daughter's track record. It seems these irresponsible behaviors have been ignored as she continues down the same road. It is good she is no longer in an abusive relationship, but I agree she should slow down. Maybe even get on solid birth control or get her tubes tied. Knowing she is with another man raising his children might leave her own children feeling ignored and possibly displaced. I would be very hurt and confused if I were one of the kids watching my mom go through all of this. Hopefully she can gain some stability and rebuild her family. As an outsider, it seems reasonable to sit this wedding out. Kind of hard to be completely optimistic and hopeful about this one after the history of her choices. When you see people that have destructive behaviors and mannerisms and patterns, sometimes you've got to bring it to their attention or they're just gonna keep going. I really hope she figures her stuff out and that she's able to get the stability that she needs in order to have healthy relationships with her family and her kids, not just with her fiance and his kids. Not the a-hole. Good on you for setting a boundary.